And let me tell you, I've come to a very important conclusion. A very, very important conclusion. Are you ready for this? I like it when people like me, and I don't like it when people don't like me. Another half day, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, another half day. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, this is personal news time for all the parasocialists out there. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Before we get into the news, I talk a little bit about my personal news in my life in between the time period where I press the start streaming button and press the stop streaming button. We got a daily sandwich delivery from Yo at CN. You already know what's up. Thank you. Daily sandwich delivered early. Please enjoy HasanAbi's shoutouts with no need to tip, as it was included in the delivery fee. Thumbs up. Thank you. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, MBs, I ended the broadcast last night after, shamelessly only doing 8 hours and finishing season 3, episode 4 of The Walking Dead. I know the Emory University protesters' statement is incredible. We're going to take a look at that. Don't worry about it. Yeah. And then what did I do? Well, let me tell you what I did. I spent the rest of the night looking at all the praise. Looking at all the praise that I have received on my interview. Okay. And let me tell you, I've come to a very important conclusion. A very, very important conclusion. Are you ready for this? I like it when people like me, and I don't like it when people don't like me. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I've decided I am actually a fan of when people are like, hey, this Hasan guy sure is a nice guy. Sure seems to be a good dude. Maybe we shouldn't be so mean to him all the time. After all, he was a little kid at a certain point in his life, He was a little kid. So if you're yelling at him, who are you yelling at, really? Well, you're yelling at a person who was a little kid at a certain point. So, I mean, the interview has gone viral on TikTok, except for my own posting of the interview. My TikTok team is tic-tac-toe, dude. I swear to God. My TikTok team is basically Nancy Pelosi up in this bitch. We are old and we are slow. And when I upload my version of the interview on my fucking page, nobody cares. But hey, I don't really give a shit. Ultimately, people are watching it. People are enjoying it. Tic-tac-toe a winner, baby. Then again, won't need a TikTok team. Won't need a TikTok team soon. I think it got flagged at first, probably. Currently, the Cooney encampment going strong, great morale, but NYC has turned it into a police state. NYC always was a police state. You should pull up some clips for those who missed. You watched it yesterday, not like me, who was totally awake at that time. Yeah. Anyway, what do you think is going to replace TikTok? We'll talk about all of that later. But yeah, I was looking at the stuff. I was looking at the stuff of people praising me, and it was making me happy. I've decided I like when people praise me, and I don't like when people yell at me. So, controversial opinion, I know. So please don't yell at me ever again. Don't do it. It makes me very sad. Anyway, beyond that, what else? I went to the park, played a little b-ball, and took Fifi to the park. Okay. Took Fifi to the park alongside Kaya, and they ran around a lot. Something interesting that I've noticed with Fiona is that she's a little bit older, as you guys might know. This is my brother's dog. So she's a little bit older, and she's like around 6 years old. So like she doesn't really have a lot of time for Kaya's behavior. Kaya is like constantly trying to play with her nonstop, and she's just like, I ain't about that lifestyle, big dog. let me tell you something. Like, I'm not fucking with that. Really. How about you dial it a couple steps back, right? Except for at the park, Fiona turns into a totally separate demon that runs around like a hunting dog. I don't know how to describe it. Like, she's just sprinting like crazy. She's just going nutty. One of my favorite things that she does is she loves rolling around in the grass. Like, it's her favorite thing. She'll get a hard sprint, do a quick cut, and then hit a barrel roll. Like, you know, very athletic, right? You would never expect it from her. She books it and then flips it around. One of my favorite moments in the park is usually when we're walking and there's a hill and she'll try to do a barrel roll on the hill. And then unfortunately the momentum catches up with her and then she ends up rolling out of control down the hill, which is the funniest thing to watch. But the other thing I saw was like Fiona was just like kind of bullying other big dogs. This little lady who normally is like very reserved, okay, regal, dare I say, is just going straight at dogs that are Kaya's size or even larger than Kaya and just like going chirping at them, bullying them, even dare I say bullying Kaya a little bit. Sorry, I'm texting Alex right now. I did not get footage for you from that front. I apologize. Anyway, we'll do the fun, crazy TikToks in a second. But well, yeah, is there a deeper meaning to ADHD? No. Tell Alex we say hi. You can say that yourself when he gets here. What else happened? I have to do like an audition for a movie or a TV show. Not sure. That they personally asked me to do. That they like personally by name. I'm on a short list apparently. Got to do that. So that's exciting. Anyway, yeah, that's where we're at though. Lol, Alex is enjoying like 10 hours a day with you now. No, Alex left last night and stayed at a hotel, and I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I mean, if I see him, I would never admit this in person, but I was a little bummed that he was just like, yeah, no, I kind of want to like, I didn't want to be imposing, and then he just like apparently got a hotel already and was like leaving, and I didn't have the heart to be like, don't go, you know, like a don't go. Made me kind of sad though. He wanted to jag off. Bro, he can jerk it in the house. What do you mean? He has a room. Except for when, oh my God, this is something that's really funny. He hasn't told you guys this, and I don't think he ever will, but I think it's really funny. Here's a testament to how Murat operates, my brother. As you guys know, he fucking walks around like he owns the place more than I do, for sure. He already owns the garage right now because he fucked up his trailer, and his trailer's just been in the garage for a month now. And he's like, yeah, I'll get to it. I'll fix it eventually when I get to it. And I'm like, bro, you don't need to go and learn sawyering over multiple weekends or whatever. Just fucking fix the goddamn trailer and get it the fuck out of my silly ass garage, please. I need to put my car in my fucking garage. And he's just like, yeah, eventually I'll get to it, whatever. So yeah, he's a class B sawyer now, for those of you who don't know. Sawyers are people who chop trees. No, not soldering. Sawyer, like a saw. Anyway, that's what he was doing last weekend, because he's a fucking asshole, okay? I love him. He's the most interesting man on the planet. But also, fucking asshole, right? Like, fix your goddamn trailer and get out of my fucking garage. What are we doing? So, No longer a rocket scientist? No, he still is a rocket scientist. Anyway, yeah, he's just learning the trades and shit. Whatever. Listen. Proud to be a Jew, proud to be Jewish. Hell yeah, brother. You should be. Unless you're tying it to Israel somehow. In which case, you should not be proud to defend Israel. Anyway, have you seen the recent estimation of Russian casualties in Ukraine? 50K plus, many prisoners and are people with no previous military experience? No, I have not seen that. All right, listen. Eventually he's going to complete this, by the way. He's just typing it out one by one. Anyway, where were we? Oh, so yeah, Murat is a blue collar worker, unlike you. Yeah, dude, totally. When Murat has a Porsche, it's fine and blue collar. When I have a Porsche, it's lame and elitist. I know how that works. Okay. My man said blue collar worker. Yeah, he's the color blue. A Haas Simp Talk. Sure. We'll look at a Haas. We'll look at a Haas Simp Talk as well. But hold on. Okay. Looking at my peers' appearance reviews, encampments all around, getting violently taken down by free speech lovers. Finish the story. Oh, I was going to tell you guys the Alex story. So yeah, Murat walks around like he owns the goddamn house, as you guys know. And one of the rooms in the house is his room, is what he calls it. He's like, it's my fucking room. It's my room. This son of a bitch, okay? He walks in to his bathroom while Alex is pooping. He didn't knock on the door. He didn't knock on the bathroom door. And he's like, oh, and then closes the door. Okay? And then he told me about it. And I was like, bro, why are you walking into that room? He's like, it's my room. I was like, no, it's not your room, bro. Like, it's not. It is not your room. Like, I love you. You stay in that room every now and then, but it is not your room. It is a room for my guests. So I guess now we know why Alex got a hotel. He doesn't know I know this, by the way. Why is Alex shitting without a lock? Why wouldn't he? It's his room. Why would he think that like a fucking gorilla of a man was just going to come bouldering through two different doors? Is crazy. The funniest part is like Murat is so unapologetic about it. He is so matter of fact. He's like, it's my room. It's like, no, dude, it's not. That's insane. Anyway, so classic Murat behavior. Just wanted to point that out. Just like it's classic right-wing behavior. There's some bad news and some good news that I'll get into in a second. I think you will like this relatively positive thing I'm going to mention. You know, you always ask me like, you got any positive stuff for me? Will you ever predict something positive? Well, I got a positive prediction. It was very funny seeing like respected journalists lose their shit at the clips that came out of this interview, by the way. Like Mehdi was like DMing me like, dude, that shit was hilarious. I was laughing my ass off. Like, it is funny to see like the GOATs, people that I respect a lot, like Zana from Al Jazeera, talking about how she now understands what the girlies on TikTok see in me. Anyway, we'll do all of that in a second though. Aw. He said, proud to be Jewish. It didn't happen for him. Nobody cared. Then he said, proud to be Jew again. 5 days later, he said, proud to be Jewish. And then I was like, yeah, you should be proud. There's nothing wrong with being Jewish. It's a wonderful thing. Unless you're going to talk about Israel, in which case, you should not be proud to defend Israel. Then he said, proud to be Jew, support Israel. And then he said, support Israel. And then he got banned. Now, the funny part about it is that this is exactly why, this is exactly why the ultra-Orthodox need to fucking also learn how to read and write. You can't just do religious studies. Okay? I'm sorry. You just can't do simply exclusively religious studies. Why? Because you can't even properly write that you are proud to be a Jewish man supporting Israel in a chat. You can't even duke it out. It's kind of like you didn't learn how to spit at Christians in the West Bank. You know what I mean? Imagine if you're the only 14-year-old in the group that doesn't know how to fucking hawk a loogie at a Catholic nun walking down the street. You know what I mean? Imagine how embarrassing that would be. These are important defenses. You need to learn, one, how to be able to spit at Catholic nuns. Okay, that's very important. And you need to learn how to fucking type and read and write. That's huge. Anyway, and never touch one of those fucking DJ wheels, okay? Don't do it, not even once. Do not touch it. Why are we spitting at nuns? It's just a meme. It's not a meme. It's something that actually does happen in the West Bank quite a bit. But it's just like one of my favorite aspects of like some of the ultra religious dudes in the West Bank. They love hawking loogies at nuns. It's very, DJ wheel. Yes, turntable. That's what I mean. Don't touch a turntable. If you're Israeli, do not do it. Okay, it will make you think that you're actually good. It's just, I don't know what it is. Don't do it. You will become a DJ and make the worst techno known to man before you know it. It's just, don't do it. Haredis in Israel are based. They support Palestine and are leeching money off the apartheid regime. They believe that they should only be able to study the Bible all day, which the state pays them to. The unemployment rate is like 67% or something. Yeah, I'm not talking about the anti-Zionist Haredis. I'm talking about the ultra-Orthodox that are like also getting the religious exemption, but and not serving in the IDF, but simultaneously super aggro about Israel. That's the most anti-Semitic words you've ever said. I know. You guys already know. So, funny how you blew it on Pierce from your own recollection and actually is blowing up. Yeah. Well, it's because I'm very tough on myself, dude. I mean, I don't know. I always think about like how anything I do. A-Track and Borgor mentioned, no, A-Track is the GOAT. That's crazy. How dare you? When I say Israelis and turntables, I'm not talking about A-Track, our based anti-Zionist Jewish DJ. Okay? How dare you? Nor am I talking about friend of the show, good friend of mine for many years, David Maklowicz, aka Dave One of Chromeo, who also happens to be A-Track's older brother, even though he looks younger than me. I don't know how that happened. Okay. People say Brianna Wu owned you because of your off comments about her husband. I didn't say nothing about her husband. What the fuck does she mean? Someone asked if she's Asian. Someone in the chat was convinced she's Asian. And I said, she ain't Asian. She's white. Lol, all you said was that he's Asian. Yeah, I said Brianna Wu is not Asian. Her husband is. She thought your joke was you being real. Wait, what? I didn't even say anything. The fuck did I say? She got really mad. Brianna Wu says you're attacking her marriage. Yes, bro, because she's fucking stupid. Listen, you guys need to understand something, and this will be very revealing, okay? She's very dumb. That's it. She's not a very intelligent person. Like, she does not understand and receive information. That's it. Like, Brianna Wu doesn't realize because of your Riley Reid comment. Yeah, I said that was the joke where I said Riley Reid is not black and can't say the M word because it's like a typical, it's like a meme that people make all the time where they're like, "Ooh, Riley Reid." Uh-oh. Things are getting violent out here. She said if she's less charitable to Free Palestine now because of the antagonism against her and the comments about her marriage. Okay, I need to explain something to you guys. Okay, I am very much in favor of white genocide and also the Great Replacement. Okay, do you understand me? If you guys don't think that I am every bit in support of r/AZN identity, Asian guys getting white girlfriends, I'm all about it. White guys getting Asian girlfriends, the more the merrier. I don't give a shit. Hasan, stop. They will take it seriously. Yeah, of course they'll take it seriously. They're fucking stupid. Yeah, white genocide is not real, guys. They claim that a genocide is happening against white people because people are doing miscegenation, consensual sex between people who are white and people who are not white. Oh no, that's not how genocide is conducted. Genocide is conducted in the exact way that Israel is doing it right now in Palestine. Anyway. But white guys with Asian wives got to be one of my favorite early HasanAbi community bits. Yeah, libertarian guys with Asian wives. It's a classic. What was I gonna say? Oh, I didn't even finish my blast off. Looking at my previous appearance reviews, encampments all around getting violent, taken down by free speech lovers. Visiting the UCLA encampment later and more. Get in now. It's so funny that you can tell Brianna Wu just decided to assume this position without any prior knowledge. Because if you look like a couple months ago, if you look at like some of her sentiment a couple months ago, she like openly admits that she doesn't know anything about Israel Palestine and is like very much more amicable to the pro-Palestinian side. And over the course of like the past 6 months, as like liberal Zionists have gotten less chirpy about their unconditional defense for Israel's genocidal activities, she has done the exact opposite. The more Israel has gotten violent, the more Brianna Wu has who's gotten fucking aggro defending Israel, which is pretty funny. Anyway. But yeah, why the fuck are we talking about this dumbass? Who gives a shit? You know things are getting crazy when I, resident Great Name Chatter, get nuked from a channel and get called a left-wing lunatic, 1 for subbing to your channel and 2 supporting the pro-Palestine protesters. Yeah. Enough with the unimportant Gaza stuff. Who do you have Will's Jets taking first round tonight? Oh yeah, true. I don't know. Yeah, we'll talk about Hamas as well. Looking at my previous appearance reviews and canvas all around, getting violently taking my free speech lovers, Mike Johnson, Dick rides Israel on CNN, visiting the UCLA encampment later and more. Get in now. All right, let's do it. Leftism is when you lose your job for being pro-Palestine. I just don't understand why people are like, I love that Brianna's like, well, people are being mean to me, so now genocide is okay. Yeah, Brianna, I need you to understand something, okay? As a fellow death threat recipient on a daily basis from pedophiles, Nazis, sometimes pedophile Nazis, and the occasional NATO lover who can be, you know, both a pedophile and a Nazi as well. Let me tell you, okay? You don't deserve to get death threats. You don't. But getting death threats should probably not sway you away from having an unconditional support for those who are being genocided attitude. You know what I mean? It's probably not a good idea to just be like, oh, people are mean to me, so I've decided I'm pro-Israel's genocide of Palestinians. I'm not all pro-Palestine. I'm more anti-genocide. Very similar right now, but still. That's so funny. That is a fucking hilarious take. My man said, I'm not all that pro-Palestine. I'm just anti-genocide. What the fuck does that mean, dude? That's kind of funny. He's like, yeah, conceptually speaking, I think Palestinians, like, they're very bad at soccer. I don't really like them. You know? I think that's pretty funny. It's got to be a joke. He hates Muslims, bro. No one who's like Islamophobic and hates Muslims is going to take an anti-genocide stance against Muslims, because Islamophobia means you dehumanize Muslims and don't think they're real humans.